All right, so we've jumped to the next section. Is this the second level that we're looking at?
Yeah, this is the second level. Alpha Team has basically been called in as secondary support for another operation that's going on in a different part of Helgen. And what's going on is they're all landing in on these flying carts. And as you can tell, they're really high up. Some of the guys are freezing. Natko's on the left, Sev's in the back, Rico, and Garza, who's the guy in the cap, and that's just another random ISA guy. And you can tell that all these guys are pretty much commandos. They're kind of cowboying up, but of course they've got just the attitude that they're invincible. And of course things go wrong. So, you know, you're pretty much sitting ducks waiting to be shot out of the sky. And they realize once again, of course, every landing zone is going to be hot. Every single place that they're going to is definitely not going to be as easy as they were told initially. And so they have to figure out exactly what they need to do, who they have to join up with, and how they're going to make it out of the situation.
Right. So what's the setup for this section here? We're in the back alleys. Looks like it's going to be a lot more close than your initial beach landing.
Right. This is a lot more close quarter combat. Pretty much what you and Garza are doing are you're trying to figure out a way to destroy these things called arc towers, which is essentially what shot that intruder, the flying cart, out of the sky. And that's a grenade that just got thrown at me. And so pretty much what you and your team are doing are you trying to figure out ways to get around and find the arc tower and then destroy it. So what's going on is that I'm going pretty much house to house, corridor by corridor, clearing out a lot of the Helgen. What you'll see in this video is that a lot of these guys are completely different than the ones that you had in the previous one, which kind of speaks to what Guerrilla wanted to do with their tech. They wanted to have a variety of Helghast soldiers that you were going to go up against.
Right.
So you didn't exactly have the exact same enemy back to back. So that was an assault trooper that you saw right there. The standard one that we've seen in a lot of the videos. And because there's 15 different kinds of enemies, and that's not really including like some of the bosses or some of the other enemies that you'll wind up facing, you really do get a sense of variation. For instance, this is one example. This is the Heavy, essentially, and it's a guy who's wearing heavy body armor, carrying basically a chain gun, and he's got a shock trooper with him. And so part of your task here, of course, is how exactly do you kill something like this that you've never seen before?
And how exactly do you kill something like this?
Well, the one thing that his weakness is, of course, is he's so armored that he thinks he's invincible, but the plus is that he's kind of easily distracted, and I'm getting ripped apart.
And that's what happens if you get in front of him.
Exactly. The easiest way to get around the Heavy is to distract him by basically shooting at his helmet and winging him so that he doesn't exactly know what's going on or where the bullets are coming from.
Right.
And then once he turns around, because he's kind of distracted, you try to peg the power pack on his back, which controls all of his all of the power for his suit. And again, the Heavy almost took out my cover by ripping a shot right at the column. A lot of the environment is destructible. A lot of the columns are destructible. So at times you'll find that you have to move throughout the environment a lot because you don't have a lot of time to set in one spot, because the Helgen know where you are, and they will actively seek out the easiest way to distract you by taking out any kind of cover that you have, and then you know, just go in for the kill.
There you can see his power pack is lighting up, so that's got to mean that you're close to killing him. Right?
Yeah, he's very close.
Okay, cool. So we saw the Heavy in action. Want to jump ahead?
Yeah, let's leap to the next section.